Embedded with microchips. Radio Noise Podcast. Radio Zoo.
Folks, support our radio through subscriptions, comments, and shares. Also, become our benefactors by assisting us in our endeavors and ensuring our continued existence. We are grateful.
Concerning the inevitable downfall of schemers and swindlers, those inept, unknowledgeable individuals perpetually under the scrutinizing gaze of the criminal law, whose ill-fated schemes are destined to fail.
What does the scandal surrounding NVIDIA's H20 chips reveal? An operation meticulously orchestrated by specialists of the Oval Marquee inspired by Israel's example, which, after years of meticulous planning under the codename Pager, culminated in a covert operation where terrorists were supplied with gadgets embedded with explosives to enhance the security of their communications. Certainly, our heroes could not afford the luxury of meticulous planning and gradual implementation, for nothing seems to succeed in our endeavors. And what does succeed often seems better left uninitiated. We crave instant fame, preferably a new accolade each day, Nobel, Schnobel, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's prizes. By the way, observe this relentless pursuit of awards. Does it remind you of anyone? Perhaps Kadurkan's son amidst the marshes, adorned with badges and medals? No. Hence, meticulous planning and systematic implementation of the engineered chips, customized for China by the Circus Shapito, featuring backdoors and remote deactivation capabilities, were ultimately dismissed as excessive. Instead, the protagonist of this spectacle employed talent and instinct, which shall be apply in Alaska. This individual appeared before humanity with a brilliant speech advocating for the permitted sale of obsolete chips to the communists. Chips that, paradoxically, proved to be new and specially designed for them. Perhaps, had there been no such media sensationalism, no such uproar reverberating across the globe, and moreover, if it had not involved that very unfortunate individual among the inept, nobody would have paid any heed to the mere fact of supplying some obscure chips to the communist market, and the chips would have quietly entered the market without garnering any attention. The other matter is that they would nonetheless remain unpurchased by the state-controlled communist and terrorist organizations. Why is this so? Because information regarding these chips, their architecture, backdoors, remote disablement capabilities, and even the names and addresses of those authorized to deactivate them, has already been conveyed by agents of the Chinese Communist Terrorist Party. These disclosures originate from, choose your source, Circus Chapito, military authorities, insiders within the traveling entourage of advisors and experts, familial circles, or directly from NVIDIA itself. By the way, concerning NVIDIA, the company that acquiesced to participation in this scheme, what fate awaits the sale of its other products not intended for the Chinese market? Surely, few daring entrepreneurs or adventurers would be eager to purchase them, especially without certainty that they are free from backdoors or remote deactivation capabilities embedded within other chips. Perhaps there are additional features on board, such as vulnerabilities related to data confidentiality, theft of intellectual property, or the compromise of trade secrets. What, then, will become of the company's stock? Thus invariably concludes one's involvement in a scheme alongside inept swindlers, devoid of wealth, renown, or any promising future.